Yate she nanaba and Bishine, but I mean a show of the is Annie and a Bishine, Ni Hobani, a Bishine, Philogana, a Bishinella, and Anna before Stanishna, my take the Judan Nasha, and Hajana Moyegi, a ICP. Good afternoon. As Diane Reyna mentioned, my name is Nanava Sam. I am of the Folded Arms people, born for the Chisipi Pueblo people. My maternal grandfathers are of the Gray Street-based people clan, and my paternal grandmother is Anglo. And I introduce myself to you in our native way, as we are taught to do, especially when I know that there are people in the audience that are from my tribe as well. Thank you, Diane, for introducing me. And thank you for the invitation to be able to be here this afternoon to speak on behalf of LaDonna and for LaDonna, and also for the scholarship fund. I did come to the Institute in 1998, and I can honestly say that for me, IAIA was definitely where my life started. Coming to the Institute and really looking at the opportunities that the Institute had to offer was one of the biggest things, especially for myself, coming from, the reservation, straight off of the reservation, never really having an opportunity to see what was beyond those lines. I didn't know what kind of scholarships were out there for students. When I came to IAIA, I came out here wanting the education, but not really knowing how I was going to pay for it. Luckily enough, I was able to receive plenty of scholarships through American Indian College Fund and several other organizations out there that give American Indian students the opportunity to pursue their educational dreams. And the unique thing about it is I have been able to carry a lot of those scholarships throughout my education and really not having to worry about the financial burden that a lot of Native students get stuck with. So with that, I continued here at IAIA and pursued my bachelor's degree in museum studies. Right now I'm currently at the University of New Mexico, where I will be graduating in December with my master's in education. Which is really exciting for me. I can honestly say probably about, a little over 10 years ago, I didn't see myself in that capacity. And when I became an ambassador with AIO, it was fortunate enough for me to be able to do what I needed to do with AIO. The day that I accepted my ambassadorship, about 2 hours later, I lost my grandfather. And in my eyes, I knew that I was losing a wonderful person in my life. But without realizing it, I was gaining another hero, and that was LaDonna Harris. AIO really gives young individuals an opportunity to build their character, to build upon their leadership skills. I didn't know that I had it within myself to be a young leader. And when I started here at IAIA, I thought I was just another individual coming to, a unique college, but didn't know what I was going to come out with. And seeing a lot of alumni from IAIA go through the AIO program and become alumni to the ambassador program really gave me an open sense of what I wanted to see myself do and where I wanted to go. And I really enjoyed the opportunity of being an ambassador. A lot of the times I think Indian students come to college knowing that there is a financial burden, but because of the persistence and the patience that they have within themselves to go through the process of gaining the educational knowledge and at the same time balancing the tradition that they carry within themselves from their home, we're able to make our medicine stronger. That was one thing that I found very important with LaDonna coming into the ambassador program, that we all carry medicine. Each of us individually carry our own, and how we intend to use that is up to us. Luckily enough, having the tools and the resources that the ambassador program carries with it, the network of people that it brought to us, was something that made each individual ambassador, a stronger person. And so I was looking at the back of the program and the criteria that it has for the LaDonna Harris Scholarship. I can honestly say that when you come back to your community to work, it's not always easy, but it's something that we learn to deal with. And if it wasn't for AIO, I probably wouldn't be able to serve in the capacity that I serve in now as an interim community service coordinator. It's a very tough job. It's something that it kind of fell into my lap in December. And it was something that I knew was going to definitely be a challenge for me. So when it says positively impacting community, I'm like, okay, there's two sides to that. There's always the good side, there's always the bad side. But it's how you balance it. And number 2, where it says strengthen one's ability to their community's well-being. Well, we all know what that is. It's been, explained that earlier. And then reaffirming cultural values and identity. I think for Native people, indigenous people, that's something that we carry always. It's something that we can never bury away and say that, well, we can't identify ourselves with anything or anyone. It's already there. Incorporating traditional values into strategies for the future. When have Indian people not done that? As Indian people walking, it always makes me laugh because we always talk about, oh, well, we walk in 2 worlds. No, we don't. We only walk in one world. How we carry our traditional values to strengthen those strategies is the balance that we find within ourselves and within our education to continue to do the work that we do. And so I know that with this scholarship and with the students that will receive this scholarship, they have it within themselves. They will know what they need to do, and they will leave the impression that we know that LaDonna has left in the hearts of many indigenous people around the world. I was looking at the word hero one day, and a lot of people always say that LaDonna is a hero. And in the Webster's Dictionary, hero is described as a mythological or legendary figure of divine descent endowed with great strength or ability, or an illustrious warrior. the illustrious warrior, I thought, wow, that's definitely LaDonna Harris. There are many opportunities out there for each individual student to gain when the opportunity is there, if they find it, if they look for it. And that's one thing I know from my own experience, that I had to be able to do that in order to pay for college, in order to do the things that I needed to do to walk the path that I walk today. And so I'm extremely grateful that there is going to be a LaDonna Harris Scholarship. Whoever applies to it, whoever receives it, I wish them all the luck in the world. And Mama LaDonna, thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done. Not just for me, not just for the people in this room, but for the indigenous people of the world. Thank you.